Hey, what's up everybody? Chevy Dave here from Dine Chevrolet. I'm going to do a quick walk around and do a side-by-side comparison of this 2020 Silverado 3/4 ton and the 2019 3/4 ton Silverado, just to kind of give you a comparison as far as the outside of the vehicle. If this is your first time checking out my channel, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on that bell notification as well. Also, if you are in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, make sure you check out my website, www.chevydave.com. I have a free buyer's guide that you can download, give you guys some great information to help you out with your next vehicle purchase. Also, stay tuned. I am going to give away this $25 gas card. So at some point in this video, I'll let you know how you can get registered in for that contest. So let's take a look at the comparison between the 2020 Silverado 3/4 ton and the 2019 3/4 ton Silverado as far as the outside. I also have a video on the inside. Make sure you check that out. And then I also have a video as far as just a walk around of the full 2020 Silverado as well. So make sure you check that out as well. All right, so here's a little side-by-side comparison between the 2020 Silverado 3/4 ton and then the 2019 Silverado 3/4 ton. A little different that they did this year. I mean, as far as the 2020, they added an additional trim level. So the 2020 Silverado now has a custom trim level. So you have the work truck, custom, LT, LTZ, and the high country. So that's something that they added for the 2020. And then definitely you can see that there's a difference as far as size. The wheelbase is about 5.2 inches bigger. And then the overall length is about 10.4 inches bigger. And then the overall width is 1.4 inches. And then the overall height is about 1.6. But you can definitely tell the difference as far as just the stance of the truck. So this is just going to be a quick outside comparison between the two trucks. And then I'm going to do a inside comparison as well. So go ahead and check that out. And if you just want to know about the 2020 Silverado, you can go ahead and check out. I have a video up on that one as well. Something that they also added as far as, of course, they all new front end. So they went with the new front end that they kind of changed up on the 2019 1500s compared to what the original model is. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it does really grow on you, and once you see it in person, it is a very sharp looking truck. And then one thing that they did also change on the diesels, they've got a plug right there, and that's where you plug in your engine heater there, where before on the other ones you had to kind of fish it through the grill and stuff like that. It was kind of a pain. They changed the trailer mirrors are standard on all the 3/4 ton trucks now, which is definitely, you know, an added bonus. And then of course these are both LTZ models. They also added this step right here, which is definitely kind of cool to help you get into the bed. And then they redesigned, they got the all new Chevy Durabed option. And then they also have the enlarged pegs in the back for the truck. And then here you can take a look as far as the bed back here. It does have the power down, up and down tailgate, and it does have the 120 volt outlet back there, and then it does have the LED lights that shoot into each corner. So there's no, and then you have the third brake light that shoots down. So there's no bad spot as far as lighting in the truck. And then here's a look at the 2019 model, the Durabed. So the 2020 is definitely, you have a little bit more clearance over on the side. The tie-on, more tie-on slots. This is prepped for a fifth wheel, and does have your fifth wheel wiring over here. But all the lighting and stuff is under the rail of the truck. It does have the easy lift tailgate, but it doesn't have the up-down feature that the 2020 does. I'll demonstrate that here in a second. And then there's a look at the pegs, and it doesn't have the side on that as far as getting in the back. I know they do make an accessory that you can pop up on there, and so that you can get into the bed of the truck. And then, like I said, it does have the power up down tailgate, so you can go up and it can go down. Chevrolet is the only truck that has that feature. I know a lot of them have it where it'll power down, but only Chevrolet has it where you can actually power it up from the remote as well. They also changed the trailering mirrors, so this is on an LTZ model. So compared to the previous models, which is definitely kind of nice, they do have lighting and stuff on the sides, and then basically the other light there. And then you can actually, which I think is really cool, it has a motorized where you can extend them if you do have your trailer hooked up, which on the previous model you did not have that option. And then you can also fold the mirrors in from power, which is kind of cool, especially with these bigger trucks getting in the parking lots and stuff like that, so people don't hit your mirrors. And then here's a look at the 2019 mirror. So like I said, they changed it. One thing that they did have in 2019 is that little lights right here as far as like a turn signal indicator, which they didn't have that option for the on the 2020s. But then your mirrors, you do have the option to fold them in. They are power fold in, but as far as to extend it, you have to actually pull on them and extend them out yourself. And I'm just going to do a quick look at the interior as far as the difference. It does have the proximity lock and unlock, so you just walk up, hit that button. But here's a quick look at the interior as far as seeing a difference. Like I said, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of the interior of both of these trucks as well. So make sure you check that out. And I'll go into more in-depth differences between those. And then here's a look in the back as far as on the 2020. So much room. I mean, these things are just massively, I think they added like 4 inches or whatever. So definitely a huge advantage on the 2020s. And then here's a look at the 2019. Nothing wrong with the 2019 interiors, but they just, you know, they do have the new and improved as far as the on the 2020. So I'll kind of go over the difference between that. But here's just a quick look on the interior, and then here's just a quick look in the back as well. All right, once again, this is Chevy Dave here. Thanks for checking out my video on the side-by-side comparison between the 2020 Silverado 3/4 ton and the 2019 3/4 ton Silverado as far as the outside. Thank you for checking out that. I do have a video up with the comparison on the inside, so go ahead and check that out. There should be a link up in the top corner, so go ahead and check that out. But if this is your first time checking out my channel, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on the bell notification as well. Also, make sure you check out my website, www.chevydave.com. And when you're there, sign up to be a Chevy Dave Celebrity member. I do lots of contests and give you guys some great information, insider information, and I do at least a gas card a month giveaway, and that's how you can register to win this $25 gas card. So make sure you check that out and sign up there. And when you're there, if you are in the market for a new vehicle, make sure you download my free buyer's guide as well. So also make sure you drop me a comment. Let me know exactly what you guys think about this video, and also about these vehicles. I love hearing from all my viewers and subscribers as well. So once again, this is Chevy Dave here. If you are interested in this vehicle, feel free to hit me up. All my contact information is below in the link of the description, and we can schedule time for you to come in and check out one of these trucks, or I can send you some more information as well. So once again, this is Chevy Dave here from Diane Chevrolet. We're located about 40 miles east of St. Louis in the Metro East area. We are a small town dealership with the big deals. Come see me, Chevy Dave here. I make car buying great again. Thank you for checking out this video. Hope you have a wonderful day.